Welcome to the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast with Mike Kincaid and Jake Goebel. Join them as they experience specialty coffee and document their journey. These friends explore roasts and roasting methods, brewing equipment and techniques, and review the cafes they visit along the way.
Thanks, Brioni, and thank you for joining us for episode 67 of the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast. I mess up again and call it episode 66 the entire time, but I think we have a really great show for you today. I took the liberty of making some fixes to it, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's jump right in. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Episode
67
of the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast. It's a legit
67.
Oh, a legit 66.
The answer is 67.
Last time for episode 65, I was calling it episode 63 about halfway through the thing.
I'll be right back.
For the whole thing. Where are you? I'm Jake Goebel, the person who just left. He was sitting to my left. His name is Mike Kincaid, and he is my partner in crime on this coffee journey of awesomeness.
All right, continue.
And Mike is back. That was the Mike voice. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome. For those of you who have been with us before, welcome back. Welcome back to our coffee journey.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I think the reason, that I leave a lot is because we don't have assistants. We don't have stagehands. We have to run if we're out of frame or I forgot to flap the monitor out so we can see.
If you didn't zippity doo dah or zippity day
or forget something,
it's just Mike and I.
I got to leave.
Yeah, I emailed Fellow. Fellow makes the Stag X and the Stag XF and the Stag dripper, and then they make the Stag Kettle, and they make the Duo dripper, and or brew device, whatever. I emailed them, and I got that autoresponder back, and it said, "There's only 4 of us." I wanted to email back and say, "Bro, there's only 2 of us. Somebody needs to answer." But they answered back fairly quickly. I mean, I don't have any autoresponders except for ordering. If you order, I'm pretty sure if you order coffee or if you order something from us, you get an email confirmation from Shopify, or we have it set up through Shopify, an autoresponder that says, "Hey, your order was received." At least it lets you know that it was received.
Yeah, and I like that.
If we have a support question or a complaint or you guys suck or something along those lines that comes in, it just comes straight into one of our mailboxes, my mailbox.
Your mailbox.
Yeah, I think so. I think it goes straight to my mailbox. I don't think anything goes to your mailbox because you don't check it anyways. Anyhow, that's beside the point.
No, I have forward on it anyway.
Oh.
Just forwards right to you.
No, thanks. It forwards right to me. So, but then I don't always answer back same day, same time. Sometimes it takes me a day or two to get back. So maybe an autoresponder saying thank you for your email is better. Maybe just knowing that your email is in limbo is better. I don't know which one is better. But there's only 2 of us. All that to say,
I think
there's only 2 of us.
There's only 2 of us. I think it's nice when they have fun with it. Like I think they acknowledged that it was an automatic reply.
Yes.
But they reassured you that they would follow up with a human.
Yes. Yeah, it was good. It was good. One thing I really dislike is the autoresponders from
the tweeter.
The tweeter. Yeah, you really got to stop that, yo. You really got to stop sending me the autoresponder on Twitter, thanking me for the follow. I only followed you because you followed me. I'm a follow backer. I'm a follower back.
Completely meaningless when you know that
it's a machine.
This text has been
auto-generated.
Well, just generated to be generic.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with you.
It has nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for the follow.
Hello.
Well, you're welcome.
Hello.
But how can you be appreciative?
You can't really. You can't be real. You can't be real. Now, you can try to be real at scale. It just takes time. So that's what we try to do. We try to be real at scale, and it takes us time. Mike roasts the coffee. I take the coffee, I package it, and I mail it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I drink it.
Mike makes the coffee. I drink the coffee. I drink your coffee.
I drink the coffee. It's almost like those bags that say, like when you leave a grocery store that says, "Thank you, come again," or but they don't say it verbally. So nice. It's just on the bag. What more do you want? Read it yourself. You can read it to yourself as many times as you like.
As many times as you'd like, you can tell yourself to come again. But the local grocery store that I go to, I love the people that work there. They are so friendly.
Are they?
It's so great.
Is it?
I remember the first time I visited Colorado Springs, I stopped in Manitou Springs. Manitou. And as we were going to be there for a week, I stopped at a grocery store and got some groceries. And the guy at the checkout, he says, "Hey, you guys aren't from here."
That's always a good conversation starter.
Obvious? It's like, "Hey, how long are you guys in town for?"
You're not from around here, are you?
You're not from around here. It's such a small town that we know people that live here, and you are not among them.
We don't wear flip-flops in these parts.
You are not among the collective that lives here. So, yeah, it's cool.
It is cool.
It's cool, but there's only 2 of us that do all this stuff, and we would love to grow our team, but at the moment, that is not possible. But I guess we are growing bit by bit.
We have people that help us.
Has written an article, 2 articles. Greg Stermoli has written a couple articles. Yeah. Big shout out. I'd like to introduce you to Andrew Sum. He has corresponded and said he'd like to write a little something for us. And I said, let's do it. So there's and
you can't, all the contributions that,
Manny G recommends things every show. It's 66.
The answer is 67.
This will be not the 66th.
I went back.
Like 40. He's made like 40 recommendations. What more do you want?
I know.
What more do you want from me? I don't have any more recommendations. Leave me alone.
Well, I went back, and I think I made note of it, because I was like, when was the first Manny G recommends? And I don't know technically when the first was, but the first documented Manny G recommends was from episode
28. The Kohi Coffee Brewing app. Kohi?
And I think he recommended things prior to that, but that's when we first started documenting it.
He was doing such a great job of helping us with our podcast.
We're like, let's turn this into something.
We said we got to give him. First, we got to give him a shout out, and then second, we got to make it legit. We can't just keep taking all the Manny magic and not acknowledging where the magic is coming from.
Legitify it.
Yeah, legitify. Yeah, it was totally legitified.
It was totally legitified.
It was totally legitimated. So Manny G legitimates our show, and nobody is. I don't think anybody's running 2 podcasts a week in coffee. I don't think anybody's running a daily show in coffee. I'm not saying we're any good. I'm just saying that
quality or quantity.
Quality. There's a balance there. Manny G brings quality to our quantity. Can I say that?
You can say that.
Manny G also brings a recommendation for us today.
Manny G recommends.
Well, and I threw 2 in there. I got a little nostalgic, and then I also found something else. So maybe we can mention both.
We'll do them both. Manny G recommends the Kohi Coffee Brewing app from episode 28. Because he's out of recommendations. He's like, dude, leave me alone. Quit bugging me. No.
I thought we've had many people, I think, join since episode 28.
Yeah.
And
they've only known Orange Cactus Coffee with Manny G.
This might be the first and the last episode they ever listened to. So let's get in some good stuff.
So let's give them some good stuff. All right. Manny G likes Sweet Maria's. He likes the fact that Sweet Maria's participates in Farmgate. This helps ensure farmers are paid fair prices. Mm-hmm. Now, what is Sweet Maria's, Michael?
Sweet Maria's, it's the name of an older lady that lives next door.
I keep lobbing you softballs, and you keep bunting them. Or striking out. Yes.
That was a home run.
The lady that lives next door, her name is Sweet Maria. Actually, I think her name is Marie, and she's not a sweet lady.
No. It's actually Sweet. Last name Marie.
Sweet? That's the sweet one.
Sweet Maria's is...
That's a Dr. Pepper commercial, right?
Is it?
It's the sweet one.
I don't know. I don't drink soda. And I refuse to watch commercials that promote soda.
Mm. Well, they're pretty entertaining.
Are they?
Little sweet on a horse. It's the sweet one.
So anyway, Sweet Maria's is a green bean supplier. And not only that, they focus on home roasting, consumers. They have a sister parent associated company called Coffee Shrub, where they also supply, commercial outfits with full pallet, full bag offerings, 50 pounds plus. But Sweet Maria's has really been, really helped us out. You can buy as small as a pound, and they focus on high quality coffees. One of the things that both Manny and I like about Sweet Maria's is they give you a clear coffee rating. Now, the coffee rating in a number form, it's their own rating. They cup it. They have a cup, sheet, a cupping score that you can see, and they have each category on there, and they rate it. I think it's nice because I find it very consistent. Now, some would say, well, the number really doesn't matter. What matters is how it tastes. Well, I find that when done correctly, like Sweet Maria's, and done consistently, it's a pretty good indicator of what you're getting. And it really can help you when buying a coffee justify spending $5, $6, $7 a pound. Some of the other outfits, they're cheaper. They'll get you, $4 a pound, $3.50 a pound.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you anything about how they cupped it and what they scored it.
Yeah.
So I have, if it says, hey, it's cheap, we got a good deal, but we're still cupping 85, I would be a little more inclined to say, okay, cool, let's go with it. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, but they're not that transparent like Sweet
Maria's. Not 100%, and part of me thinks because it would probably cup in the low 80s. And
So Sweet Maria's, let me just consolidate what you said there, or summarize it, because you're rambling on and on. Sweet Maria's is a company that sells
good start.
coffee beans, unroasted and sometimes roasted.
Yeah.
They are an importer of coffee beans, and they are a reseller or a wholesaler of roasting machines and just anything that you could possibly
Home
need
roasting.
to start roasting coffee at home.
Yeah.
They likely have. Be more.
Good
Hot
resources.
Top, air poppers.
Videos, articles.
Bean trays. Cupping spoons. Cupping cups. Cupping cups? Cupper cups?
Yeah.
Cupping cupper cups.
Couplets.
They have those as well. Cupperlings. They have all of these things to help you get started in coffee.
Yes.
And one of the things that you and Manny both like most about them is the fact that when they import their coffee beans from all over the world, they roast them, they cup them, they grade them. They give them a score between 1 and 100, and they let you kind of know what's going on with the bean or what they're getting from the bean in a consistent way, so that when you buy from them, you know what you're getting into.
You can buy with confidence.
You can buy with confidence. And not only can you buy with confidence in the coffee bean itself, but you can buy with confidence knowing that the farmers that sold their beans to Sweet Maria's, or however they got them, are being paid a fair price. It might be more, because they say they pay the farmers 50 to 100% more than the going rate.
Exactly.
Which, if that sounds unreasonable to you, or that sounds incredible to you, it really is not, because most of the farmers that grow coffee and process coffee and sell coffee are in poverty.
Yeah.
It's not a real luxurious, glamorous.
For as popular as the import is, and as big as the industry is as a whole, and the amount of money it generates in revenue, a small percentage is actually
the people picking and getting that money in their pocket.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's a long history there. We're not going to get into it right now. There's, of course, varying opinions about what to do, how to make it better, yada, yada, yada. It's impossible, almost impossible, to have these conversations without politics getting drawn into it, tempers getting heated and flared. Instead, where I would like to sit is,
where you want to sit?
Find people that look like they're trying to get more money into the farmers' pockets and doing the right thing with the obstacles that they're faced with.
Yeah.
Sweet Maria's is one of those companies.
Yeah.
Be More is one of those companies.
Absolutely. You find people that are closer to the problem, if you will, that have maybe the ability and the knowledge to make decisions and be impactful, and then you partner with them, or you support them by buying their product.
Not just talk about it, but those that are actually out there being about it.
There you go.
Perfect.
So check them out.
So check them out. Check out Sweet Maria's, because Manny G told you to. If that's not enough for you, I don't know what's...
Plus the deal for the Be More, when we got the Be More, we got from them because they threw in an extra 20 pounds of green beans, which was came out to be a little bit better deal than going the Amazon route, even though you might get free shipping. You're supporting a good company.
Prime.
And you get the green bean.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
I know, Prime. What's wrong? What's up with Prime? Having to make me wait 2 days. I want it. I want it tomorrow.
I want it right now.
Yeah.
Don't you have a drone with my,
Can't I just get it?
With my cables in it right now?
Yeah. I've got a 3D printer. Why can't you just send me the schematic and all?
Yeah. Send it to me.
Print it right up.
It's crazy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Yeah. So, coffee experience.
Coffee experience.
We have a friend. I've
had friends.
A customer.
I don't know who you're talking about.
When I say we, I mean you.
Okay.
You have a friend, you have a customer, you have a supporter, you have another Jake in your life.
That's true.
That Jake lives down in Phoenix.
Chandler.
That Jake gets frustrated with third wave shops only selling super light floral and fruity beans.
Fruity
Nothing
tooty.
that stands up to cream and sugar that the Mrs. Jake wants to drink. And the Mr. Jake as well. And the Mr. Jake as well.
Yeah. Good summary.
Thank you. Would you care to expound on that?
Well, I threw that in there because I've been having a conversation with Jake.
Yeah.
And he's someone that we've talked about coffee. We've talked about how I'm getting into coffee and how I'm promoting a better cup. And he's always enjoyed. He's actually going back 12 years ago.
He was where this was going.
12 years ago.
2005.
Does he have
a business plan to prove it?
He went out and he bought a hand grinder. We used to live together. He bought a little
Jake, revolutionary.
I know, right? This crazy old school hand grinder that I think he found in an antique shop or something like that. Yeah. And he buy whole bean, and every morning we would all grind it. And we thought it was so cool. We had no idea what we were doing.
Perfect.
But we were just enjoying the process.
You were enjoying the ceremony, enjoying the journey.
We're having a better cup. Yeah. And then we also would buy the little self-serving, like Tully's flavored, the pre-ground, vacuum-sealed flavored coffee. They come in like little 2-3 ounce packs.
Huh.
It's almost like you go to the store and you buy Ben & Jerry's, like the little ice cream, but it was the same thing, but pre-ground coffee, flavored pre-ground coffee.
Yeah, but it was real deal. It was a step up.
Oh man, you get the vanilla.
You were taking your coffee game seriously, bro. Taking that coffee game seriously.
So he's continued, I think, just to always kind of grind and brew a simple cup. But as of late, he's tried to produce a better cup. And I recommended the Clever, and he's been using the Clever and just starting to find the little more depth to coffee. Yeah. Hit up some shops and has found that if he wants just a good balanced cup with nice body. Yeah. Maybe doesn't want...
A little bit of chocolate, a little bit of nuttiness.
Yeah, doesn't want florals and stone fruit and lime to the face and wants to add a little cream and sugar because he wants to drink 2-3 cups and get some work done. He's finding it difficult. He's even, asked a couple of these shops down there, hey, do you have anything? And especially for his wife too, I think, that's more in line with her flavor profile, her palate that she would lean towards. So, I mean, that I just threw that in there as a kind of a jumping off point for our conversation. Where's the balance? I mean, I see a pendulum effect a little bit. You have these specialty coffee shops, and we're so excited about all the flavors that coffee can offer.
Yeah, we even make wheels and put them on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. But are we neglecting part of that wheel? Are some of the spokes being forgotten because they're more traditional?
I think there's a couple different ways of looking at it. I think some shops are saying, yes, absolutely. If you want that traditional flavored cup, if you want that chocolate, if you want that full-bodied, if you want that nuttiness, you don't want a lot of acidity, you don't want that fruitiness, you don't want blueberries to the face, you don't want lilac to the face. You can go down the street.
Yeah.
You can go down the street. We're trafficking in blue pixie stick over here, bro. We're chasing that honeydew.
We're
chasing that
stone fruit.
We're chasing that
boysenberry.
That boysenberry. We're trying to find
all these things you've never tried.
We're trying to find those things, and if we don't want to put cream and sugar into it, so we're not even going to mess around with that. And even if we were to offer a blend, we'd roast it so light you couldn't grind it by hand anyways.
And that was the other problem
because that bean is so dark. So
he finds hand grinding some of these light beans very challenging,
physically challenging.
Which
sweating,
the Bodum you have would agree.
Bodum don't like grinding them either.
Bodum like, I'm done.
Bodum,
you grind this on yourself.
John sent us some awesome coffee from Sweden.
Yeah, drop
coffee. And the Bodum tapped out a couple times. Tapped out like
I'm done.
I need to get shake. I need to get a little shake here.
Yeah.
I need to get burped.
I think you had to do
like the Keurig.
5 grams at a time.
Yeah.
And you had to get it. You had to start it and then throw them in.
Yeah, one bean at a time. That's how we do that. It was great coffee. But I think that
that's good stuff.
I think a lot of it kind of depends, and I think it kind of goes back into this coastal view that we've been taking, let me say this again.
Yeah, try again.
We've been taking a coastal look at America, right? So there are these the coasts, right? The East Coast and the West Coast.
There's two of them.
There's two of them. Thank you. And you could say there's three with the Gulf Coast, but anyhow.
Nah, it wasn't part of the deal.
Bay Area, Oregon, Washington, kind of where these real progressive third wave coffee joints are at. New York, Boston, Mass. You're looking at these places and they've got this third wave, and it's you can afford to neglect people.
Yes.
If you're going to open up a shop in the Midwest,
the rest of America,
kind of a salt of the earth type of place where grandpa's coming in and he's going to say, I just want a cup of coffee. I just give it to me straight.
Some Java.
And he is expecting Folgers, U-Ban. He's expecting that flavor. Can you bridge him from one place to another? And that might be oversimplifying it, but I want to say this. There is a large portion of the population, especially where we live, who wants a traditional cup. And I count myself in there. I include myself.
Do too. I enjoy.
And I think, I enjoy blueberries to the face. Yep. I enjoy a real lemon zinger, a clean, crisp cup as well with a lot of acidity. I want it all. I want it all. Yeah. And I think single origins give you the ability to have it all.
They do. Even the bouquet. You want the bouquet of flower? Is that
no,
what?
I don't want the.
I
don't want the bouquet of flowers to the face like Blue Bottle put in that mixtape for me.
Mixtape volume 2.
Mixtape volume 2 was a blend, and it slapped me in the face with a bouquet of flowers.
It's nasty, bro.
I think those were your words. It was nasty.
It
was nasty.
Made a good
but
cold
they're
brew
doing
out of it.
them. You know what I mean? Like these third wave roasters going super light, and not offering kind of a darker roast, not offering a more traditional cup. Uh-huh. They're doing what they're passionate about, what they're excited about.
You got it.
And that's great for them. You just have to at least know that you are going to alienate a certain portion of the population who wants a traditional cup. And if you can bring them in and bridge them over and introduce them to the whole new world of, kind of this blueberries to the face, then that's great. But some of these places, they don't need to. And if you have a lot of folks like they do on the coasts, well, you don't need to worry about it. But
I think for me, it's a missed opportunity. You can still focus on what makes you happy, what excites you. But for us, right, we like it all. So it's not that they're going to miss out on a couple. They're just going to miss out on a sale. Like if I'm looking for that more traditional, I want a nice chocolatey, deeper coffee for whatever reason. Yeah. Instead of going to my favorite shop, I'm going to go somewhere else.
Well, when I was down in Chandler, I went to Peixoto and I asked for a chocolatey bean.
Chocolatey bean?
To bring home for the missus.
You got any chocolatey beans?
Do you have any chocolatey bean? A little bit of bass? Because I'm all about that bass. About that bass. No trouble. And they said, no, we don't do that. We don't have that. All we have is the lighter roasted, fruitier flavors. We don't have anything. That's all we got. And I said, no problem. I still went. I still showed up. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't buy.
But I didn't buy a whole bean. I didn't buy a bag of beans.
Exactly. Missed opportunity.
But they got me on the drinks that were there.
Well, which is nice. But I'm just saying can you not keep that and go deeper? Yeah, hey,
I think you can.
We've got a standard offering right here. It's just our...
And I'm just wondering, because they're farm in Brazil.
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Brazil's
known for its nuttiness, isn't it?
Well, it's usually generally a base for most blends, which is kind of where the traditional taste comes from.
Yes.
So I wouldn't think it would be too hard. And I don't think it is probably. It's probably just a business decision.
A business decision.
They made.
That's how we're going to
And maybe they'll change or advance, or maybe they're just so busy with the profiles they're rocking, they ain't got time for that.
Yeah. But you see, and then if you check out some of these other shops, they don't classify their coffees that way, Mike. They classify them by country of origin, and they get little flavors.
That's true.
And that's how they bring their products to market. Look, we've got a new El Salvadorian. Look, we've got a new Kenyan in. I think Sweet Maria's just sent out a tweet. The Kenyans are coming. The Kenyans are coming. The Kenyans are here.
Yeah.
Because it's a seasonal product.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's a fruit.
Yep.
The seed of a fruit.
It grows from the earth.
A fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It's seasonal. So they say, this is just what we're going to do. We are counter to the commoditization, the commodity market that coffee has become since 1856. and especially in the 1920s and 50s, right?
There you go.
When it became, when U-Ban and Folgers took over.
U-Ban.
Took over the world. And they said, we're going all the way to the other side. And we're not going to play in the middle ground at all. But
not
you
happening.
see, for me, it's a little bit different because I think coffee is so, it can fit in anywhere. There's a word for that. There's a word for that.
There's a word for that?
All things to all people.
Is it like what Bruce Lee said?
What did he say?
Become water.
Become water? No, I don't think.
Water takes the shape of the container.
I don't.
You put water in a bowl, it becomes the bowl.
Yeah.
Put water in a cup, it becomes the cup.
That's not the direction I'm trying to head. No, but that was good. I love me some Bruce Lee. Wah!
I'm not sure what the word is other than everybody's friend.
There's a wide variety of flavors and experiences that you can have with coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think, and it's nice instead of, you can have flavor profiles. That's kind of what we try to do. Customers come in and say, I'm feeling like something that's more chocolatey nutty. What do you got? Perfect. That's what I got for you. I want a berry. Yeah. I want to, you give them a natural.
I want that berry to the face.
Some stone fruit, some lemon.
A lot of folks have never had blueberries to the face. They don't even know that it is possible. And if you go to a lot of these third wave shops, you can't even get them to put single origin on bar. It's like they're confused. They're mixed up. They don't know what they're trying to do. It's like they'll throw an Ethiopian in the pour over for you, but then you say, can I get that same Ethiopian in an espresso form? And they're like, no, we don't do that. We only rock this specific blend. It's like, well, why do you only do that blend? Well, we're trying to give you chocolatey nuttiness over here, but we want to give you blueberries to the face here. Well, why can't I have blueberries to the face over there?
You want your blueberries everywhere.
Why can't I just have what I want? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to be. I want to be, okay, you can pick what coffee you want, and you can pick your delivery method as well.
Sounds like a plan.
And so I think if you can give your customer what it is that they want, what they ask for, consistently provide what it is they're looking for, build up trust with them, then you can introduce them to other things. If you walk in and say, well, I just want a regular cup of coffee, ma'am. We don't do that here. He's never coming back.
No, he's not.
I want him to come back.
Yeah. You want him to come back a second time, a third time.
I want him to come back.
And generally after the third time,
70%.
You've got a customer.
You got him locked in.
Yeah. So
I want to be that place.
Someone that comes there the first time, don't consider him a customer just yet.
I want to be trusted.
Yeah.
I want to be known as somebody who will guide you along or come alongside you in your coffee journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want a great coffee experience? It's important to you. You know what? It's important to us as well. But you are more important than coffee to me.
You looking at me? Or are you talking? You're looking at me.
Oh,
but
look at the camera.
There you go.
You are more important to me than coffee. I can't even say that with a straight face. He's lying.
Oh, he's full of it.
Oh, he's so full of it. But I think you have to because
eyes are
you
brown.
Can have awesome coffee and no customers.
That's true.
Which I think we kind of fit more into that than
we can speak authoritatively.
Lots of customers and bad coffee. We can speak authoritatively to having lots of coffee and no customers. Pretty good at that.
We just know what we like, and I just see business opportunity. Now, you don't have to. You could say, well, there might be opportunity, but it's not us. It doesn't excite me, so I'm not going to do it. And that's perfectly fine. But if you're looking for ways to grow, if you're looking for ways to take over the world.
And I think you just got to be mindful of where you are as well. Because if you're looking for a direct-to-consumer mail order business, well, then that's one thing. But if you're looking at opening a cafe and a shop, a retail establishment, you have to understand the changing landscape of retail right now, and that it's more important than ever to engage and build a customer base that you can, I don't want to use the same customer, custom for, but create a custom experience for your customer. It's a whole lot of custom running around there, but I really think it's true because retail is struggling.
I want to go into this a little more.
Whoa. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, no, because we just a little bit ago, we both listened to a podcast snippet about service in the restaurant.
Yes, we did.
And I thought it was really good. I think it would be nice to talk about and then try and brainstorm ways that you can introduce this in a cafe.
That could be a whole show in and of itself, and we're almost 30 minutes into this one.
Well, what do we got? Anything?
We got Brew Tip, Coffee Legends. We got time.
Maybe we can consolidate. But I don't know. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I can talk about it.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
You think it's worth talking about?
Yeah.
It's valuable.
So Gary V is someone that we've talked about before, and we've recommended him, Gary Vaynerchuk. And I'm not gonna spend too much time on him, but he does use some colorful language in his YouTube channel and podcast. So that's just a kind of a fair warning.
Yeah.
If you're sensitive to language, then don't go. All right. I just want to say that for my own conscience sake. Don't listen. Maybe you can read instead. But anyhow,
listen to us.
He's a marketing guru, and he is an established salesman, and he's built
entrepreneur.
His family's wine business,
and
his own business, very successfully. And he runs a daily show. It's called Ask Gary V.
And I think one of the things he's really known for, just to quickly throw this out there, is he looks at current trends and where it's going, and he makes adjustments, and he tries to get ahead of those trends. He doesn't just look what has always worked. How can we improve what's worked? No, he looks beyond that. He says, where's it going? I don't like it. Doesn't matter. I better get on with it.
Practical.
Yeah.
He wants to be very practical.
Exactly.
And one of the things that he does is he brings in experts, and he has them on a show.
Yeah, industry
experts. And one of the guys that was recently on the show was Jon Taffer. Jon Taffer runs Bar Rescue. It's a show where he goes in and he fixes bars, restaurants. His success and his experiences went from restaurants and bars.
And I've seen him. It's good.
I've never watched the show, but I really want to.
Yeah.
Now I didn't really have any interest or appeal, but now I'm pretty much sold. And this interview with him, it's also in a podcast form. It really was excellent.
It was
excellent. And I'm not going to regurgitate everything that happened or that they talked about.
Please don't regurgitate anything.
I'm not going to regurgitate, but I am going to plug it. You know what I mean? We'll put links in the show notes to it if you want to check it out. But one of the things that Jon Taffer said, that when you look at the statistics of repeat customers, people coming in, and what is the cost of a customer?
Yeah.
They go into kind of traditional marketing, what it costs to bring somebody in for, print, radio, advertising, signs, the money that you put into getting people to come into your restaurant. He puts it at like over $40 some odd per customer.
Wow.
And in that context, they started talking about first time, second time, third time customers, and how long does it take to build a repeat customer?
Yeah. Okay.
And he said
a true customer,
somebody that will come back to your shop.
Mm-hmm.
His stats show that after one visit, a customer is 40% likely to return.
Okay.
Come back for a second time.
Yeah. That's if they had a
excellent experience,
a great experience.
Yeah. Let me see what was it called?
Was it perfect?
Yeah, he called it a flawless experience.
Flawless.
He called it a flawless experience.
Nothing that would prevent them. Then when they think about it, they go, "Ooh, yeah, that's the server."
That was great.
Yeah, exactly.
Great food, great price, great service. Flawless experience. 40% chance of them coming back.
Wow.
After their second visit, again, 40% chance of them coming back, or 42. It doesn't go up much.
It goes up slightly.
It goes up like 2 percentage points.
Pretty much nothing. Which is interesting because
another flawless experience.
Exactly. I would think after the first, you would be much higher.
Yeah.
If you gave them such great service,
you would think the chance
you'd be up around 65 or something.
Because that's been my own experience. If I receive flawless experience at a cafe, I'm going back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had that with Boss Coffee.
Yeah.
Loved it. I had that with Thanks a Latte. It wasn't a flawless experience, but it was close. It was great.
Yeah, it was up there.
And then the second time with Boss, I had a flawless experience. I came back for a third visit. For Thanks a Latte, I did not have a flawless experience the second time. Mm-hmm. I'm never going back.
Never
going back.
So when does the percentage start climbing? What does he say?
After your third flawless experience,
okay,
it gets to 70%.
Okay,
that's where you want to get them.
That's where you want to be.
That's where you want to be.
So that's 3 visits.
So he goes into specific things that he thinks restaurants can do.
Yeah.
To get a customer
some tactical
in the door 3
decisions,
times, things that are cheaper.
Yeah.
Giving them a free rib dinner, giving them, a half off a chicken dinner, and then giving them free cheesecake. So 2 different dinners and then a dessert.
Yeah.
Like different ways to get them. Hey, you had this thing. It was great. Come back. Try this next thing. Oh, that was great. Come back. Try this next thing. Mm-hmm. So getting them in and just actually taking the time to express appreciation and think of ways to make the experience special.
Absolutely.
That's what he did. And I think Gary Vee had some other ways where he wanted to use Instagram to make the experience special, to get people in.
And go even beyond that.
Yeah.
And I think there were some interesting points that he brought out that I thought were amazing. He said at one point, their first visit, right? They know they're new. And how do they know they're new? Well, generally, the hostess or somebody say, "Oh, is this your first time with us? Have you been here before?" Or the waiter would ask. Sometimes that's the first thing.
Somebody
gives them a clue if they need to go over the menu in detail or just explain how their restaurant works.
How many times you had that in a cafe, Mike?
What?
Somebody asked you, "Is this your first time?"
Very rare, but I want to say I think Peixoto asked.
No, we told Peixoto.
Well, I think
I remember vividly.
I
told him, dude, this is our first time. We're geeking out. I love this place. No, I don't give no one a chance.
Yeah, but it's very rare. It's very rare. But I think there were certain things. So once they knew they were, once the establishment realized or was informed that they were a new customer, they actually had a way to indicate it to everybody. Yeah. And they placed a red napkin instead of a white napkin.
A red napkin.
At the table. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was kind of clever. And he says, this then lets everyone know that this is a new customer and
first time visit.
Yeah. And not only that, let management know as they're making their rounds, hey, we got a first-time customer. And so they kind of automatically go into this mode. Okay, here's what we're going to do. They know what to do. We're going to comp this. We're going to offer this next time to come for free. We want to get them back. It just put them in this,
Yeah. And he said that they gave them a free rib dinner.
Yeah.
And if they drank water, it wouldn't cost them anything.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
And then the manager comes up as they're leaving.
Yeah.
And asks them how it was. And then takes out a business card and hand writes on the back the deal for the next time. Says, you love the prime rib? You got to come try my chicken.
Which is awesome.
Here's $5 off.
Gives them a deal.
Off, whatever. Gives them a deal to entice them to come back another time.
Yeah. And I think what was so clever about that is when somebody's first trying it, there's more to it, especially at a restaurant, than just trying one item. Who are you as a business? Yeah. What is your menu?
Yeah.
And so you've experienced only a part of who we are. Yeah. I'm excited to show you more. Come on back. Let's try this again. Mm-hmm. And so they give them the card.
Know who you are. One of the other things that Jon talked about in that episode was
what are you good at?
You have to know who you are.
Yeah.
And you have to talk it up.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you have the best burgers in the county, that should be on a sign outside. People should know.
Promote it.
What you're good at. Yeah. What you are known for.
Be confident in it.
You need to know what you're known for. Mm-hmm. And you need to execute on it.
Absolutely. So they come back a second time, and they said immediately they bring the card with them. So when the waiter sees the card,
they know.
It's visit number 2. Yeah. And they know how to respond to that. And then, the third visit, they offer like a cheesecake.
The manager comes by and says, "Oh, you like the chicken? Hey, next time you got to try the cheesecake."
Absolutely. We'll get you back in.
As they're leaving, you got to try the cheesecake. And then Gary Vee brought up the fact that, well, if you do all that for your new customers and you're going to alienate your current customers, be like, well, you don't do nothing special for me no more.
Yeah.
So he talks about it a lot in the thank you economy of just random acts of kindness and giving back to your customers and shows of appreciation for them.
Yeah.
And ways to kind of do the same thing digitally in Instagram and social media with direct messaging to where, not everybody knows. There's not a red napkin. There was a message, a digital handshake. Hey, come on in. Let me take care of you. I'll do this for you, do that for you, do the other thing for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but all those things, they take effort.
They sure do.
Time, effort, caring, and so many cafes that I go to have absentee owners that don't seem to care about anything that goes on.
They don't. And I think it's a matter of caring. It doesn't mean you have to be there 24/7. And we've already talked about it. You can't if you want to grow the business.
Yeah.
But you want to empower.
You can't be pulling shots.
You want to empower your employees.
So if all you do is serve coffee.
Yeah. How does that translate?
How do you become known? Do you become known for your coffee, for your mocha, for your iced coffee, for your cold brew, for your pastries, for your Danish, for your avocado toast? What is that you become known for? I think you still got to have something. You got to be able to say
something that draws them in.
We've got the best cup of coffee in the county.
Yeah.
Now, what I don't like about necessarily that type of marketing language is it's very difficult to quantify.
It's subjective.
It's subjective.
And it's so subjective and so freely used that it carries sometimes very little credibility.
It does carry little credibility.
And people get turned off by it. World's best cup of coffee.
Sure.
I'm in. Congratulations. You've done it. You've actually succeeded where others have failed.
I didn't get any blueberries to the face in this one, though, Michael.
But it is the best.
That's because you tried our saguaro. Next time when you come back, I'll get you a king cup. But it does tie into, there was another shop that had a batch brew free coffee Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
they
had one day you come in, if you just want a cup of coffee, you get a free cup of coffee.
Try it.
Just try it.
I think that's a great way to offer things that might even be like if you're going to offer a flavor that's going to be very unique for most people, offer it free. Oh, and that's the other thing. I'm glad you said that. The other thing that I took away from that little podcast. I'm
glad I said that too.
He said, don't discount.
Oh, yeah.
Do not discount because discounts become expected.
Yeah. So people get addicted to discounts.
Yes. Yeah. But he said no one gets addicted to free. Yeah. And I think
nobody starts to expect free.
Exactly. They know you can't operate a business. Well, some people are crazy, but I think realistically they understand if you give them something free or you comp it, that's not going to happen every time.
Right.
But if you start giving out 10% off, 25% off, half price.
And remember, I don't know if you remember, but I went to Step 1 or whatever it was, and they gave me 50% off. Like the manager was like, "Did you give him the card?"
Wasn't it 10% off?
Which was interesting. Instead of the manager going and getting a card and coming over and handwriting something on it,
and saying thanks for coming in,
he made sure, and I could hear it's like it was awkward. He asked the barista, "Did you give him a card?" Like, I'm right here. I'm still here. Hello, I'm right here.
It's different when they come over to you and said, "Hey, how was your experience today? What brings you in?
Great?
Did we give you a card?
Is there anything we could have done better?"
Yeah. Oh, good. He gave you a card. Excellent.
You know what? I'm going to write on that one.
Yeah.
Free whatever. What'd you have today? Okay.
Let me give you another card.
I want you to try this. Because whatever it was, or 10% off, 15% off, it was a 46-cent coupon.
Yeah.
I spent $20.
Come on now.
On coffee and drinks, bro. $20 on coffee and drinks and tip.
I know.
And you want to give me 46 cents off? It's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just a salty, fancy, call me whatever name you want. It's probably true. That's okay. But 46 cents?
Yeah. It's not. It doesn't equate to much.
It doesn't equate to much.
You have to pay me a lot more than that to carry a cart around.
If rib dinner costs you $5 to get them in with a free rib dinner.
Yeah.
If it costs the business $5, whereas all this media that you're trying to pump out there to get people to come in, this marketing media, costs you way
more than that. Absolutely. So, which reminds me too, do you remember when Dutch Bros opened up shop here recently in our town?
Yeah.
What was one of the things they were doing when you showed up at the window and they gave you a punch card? You remember?
Yeah. They just punched, they punched the whole thing full.
Yeah.
And said, and the next time come get a free one.
Exactly. It was cool too.
Yeah.
They're like, there you go. And they kept doing that.
Just punchaholics.
I'm sure they didn't do that indefinitely, but you could tell they were given free reign, permission from the owner to promote.
Yeah.
Give away stuff for free.
Yeah. Get them in.
Bring them back.
Get them in because it's not, it's anonymity that's going to kill you. People not showing up at all, not caring at all. Yeah. You got to get people in. You got to get people trying.
If you're going to give anything away, it has to be worth it.
And John says that magic number is 3.
3 times. 3 times. Excellent visits. Flawless. Nothing that would prevent them or
flawless.
And then you finally got a foundation to build on.
Think about the last cafe that you went to. Think of the last cafe experience you had. Was it flawless? Let me know.
Flawless.
I doubt it was flawless. I got to tell you, the last cafe experience I had was flawless. Because every time I go to press, it's flawless.
That's because you're a fanboy.
I am a fanboy, and I am unashamed of it. And you know what? I'll take anybody with me. I am so confident that we're going to be wowed. I will take anybody with me.
But that's great.
Come on.
You are far more valuable than the amount of money they could spend on marketing. You know what I mean?
Yes. And I not just me, anybody, everybody becomes a brand advocate when they're made to feel special.
It's free advertising. essentially. It becomes, and that's one of the things that Gary took it to the tech world, and that's what he does well. He said, okay, look on Instagram. Where are you located? Oh, you're located in Prescott. Let's pull up some tag words for Prescott and see who some of the big posters are for that area. Yeah. Okay, just look at this person. Location. There's a couple. They got nice photos, family photos. They post. They got 200, 300 likes. Okay, we're going to direct message them. Say, hey,
a follower, 3,000-4,000 followers.
Really like what you're doing. Come on by, get a free drink. Yeah. And it's on us. You just throw something their way. Most likely, they're so active, they are going to come. If they come, they're going to post about it. They're going to put it on their Instagram, and they're 1,000, 2,000 followers in generally probably the local area.
Because if they have a flawless experience, probably.
Exactly.
If they have a bad experience.
Either nothing or a negative review. But that's one way you can leverage social media. And that's crazy.
Which is kindness.
Just go out there.
Generosity.
You think it's a lot of work for one person. Which, great, good, it is, do it. But really, they have a local following.
Yeah. We try to do a lot of work for each person that orders coffee from us. It's kind of one of the things that's turned me off to the whole idea of drop shipping or Printful or Teespring or expanding all these other things that people keep hitting us up that want stuff. They want T-shirts, they want hats, they want stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to do it because I can't make it special.
Well, Jake, I'm here to tell you already are special, buddy.
Yes, thank you. Well, I am going to do it. I am going to do it. I am going to use Printful for a certain amount of time, but I'm going to let people know where it's coming from, why it's different, why is it going to show up with a sticker instead of a handwritten, note from me. And anyhow, because I think if you're transparent about it, what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish, and why you're doing things, I think people will give you more leash.
I think so.
Than if you try to trick them.
Well,
and if you think, oh, okay, so my coffee came in a hand-signed, hand-drawn, hand-colored, whatever, fingerprints on it, whatever. I don't know. It came custom.
Yeah.
But my shirt came from a different place.
Lipstick kisses all over it. Yeah,
and it came in a bag. What's the deal?
Well, I think Johnny Cupcakes gave you some good advice. You don't have to do that forever.
You don't have to do it forever.
And that's a good point.
Just have to do it till you can afford to. So you had a brew tip, though, Mike.
Did I?
Speaking of things that you do have to do forever, when that is this, enjoy the coffee creation experience. One of those things is grinding your coffee fresh. You have to mind the grind.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know. I couldn't remember.
I could tell you were lost. I knew that if I had the rhyme, you would get it in time.
It came to me, mind the grind. Yeah. I think it's so important, and this is through the conversation with my friend Jake down in the Phoenix Chandler area.
I'm starting to feel a little bit of jealousy for this Jake. You're talking about grinding. You're talking about coffee shops.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of my heart that is, that hurts. Wow, that stings. It stings. I'm feeling this pain.
Well, sorry, we'll talk off air. Let's take this offline. We'll take this offline. Let's put a pin in it, and
let's put a pin in it. Okay. Sorry.
Well, anyways, we were just talking about his use of the clever, and talking about he thinks he's getting a lot of sourness and under extracting, and we kind of discussed how that can be an indicator that your brew time is too short. And he says, well, yeah, it's coming through under 3 minutes, or it's coming in at 2 minutes. And a simple way to control that is with the grind. Make it a little finer. So just a reminder that it is very important. Not only is the quality of the grind, which can get quite expensive, but there are good hand grinders and entry-level grinders, Baca, looking at you, that you can get into for around $100 for a nice refurbished one.
Yeah. You can get into that Bodum for $70.
You can get into the Bodum. And,
but if you're probably going to end up stepping up after a year or two.
Yeah, especially if you like to grind light, because the Bodum don't.
Drop, I'm looking at you.
Just a reminder, the time it takes to brew is critical, and it correlates directly with your particle size from the grind.
Yeah.
So mind the grind.
Mind the grind. And you know what else you should mind?
What's that?
You should mind the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the reviews. It helps keep us going. It helps our ego not die a slow, tragic death, as my friend Jeff Goins likes to say. But if you could leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google, wherever, we'd appreciate it.
Sure would.
And moving right along.
Oil in the can and coffee in the cup. Keeps the lights on.
It keeps the lights on. So the other thing that keeps the lights on is ordering coffee. and we are going to right hook you here with a notification that the King Cup is available. Hopefully. We'll go check.
I love the confidence with which you said that. And then I'm like, okay, wow, let me tell you this. Going for it.
Listen
and then you follow
to the end. Listen to the end. Listen to this thing all the way through. And at the end, I'll let you know whether it's up or not. But the King Cup is kind of our offering for a little different coffee experience. Yeah. We talked about it last time. I don't want to talk about too much about it, but the Saguaro was kind of the everyman's cup, had a lot of base to it, had that chocolate, had that nuttiness. And some of you said, yeah, I'm not really into that traditional. I want more of the third wave, flowers, blueberries, lemon, stone fruit. Well, that's now available. So anyhow, just want to let you know that as we move forward into our Coffee Legends.
Coffee Legends.
Coffee Legends. Here, use that instead.
Okay.
Coffee Legend. Okay, so today I thought, you know what?
You wanted to talk about Chris Baca.
I wanted to talk about Chris Baca.
You want to talk about Chris Baca. He is one half of True Baca.
Yes, he is.
One half of Cat and Cloud. Barista. Is he a champ?
I think he came at second place.
Well, I'm sorry. He's a 3-time United States Barista Championship finalist, a regional winner, and a multi-time a regional finalist.
There you go.
He's also a regional Brewers Cup champion, Coffee Fest Latte Art Championship winner, and has graced the cover of Barista Magazine, along with the other half, Jared Truby.
Yeah, and it's hard to talk about one without the other, but
it is. But we're going to.
We are, because each deserves their own place.
True. He's a skateboarder by profession, by love.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's also a coffee legend.
He's a coffee legend. And, using the term legend makes you think like kind of in the past tense or, that they've done an immense amount of work and you can look back to that. For us, even though he's still in it, he's still crushing it and he's still growing, he's really provided us with a lot of direction and content. I really like amongst his accolades and everything he's done in the barista world, he also produces some pretty sweet videos.
He does.
And I enjoy his videos. I enjoy the work he puts into them. He's a vlogger. He's done some vlogs when he travels, and I like his style. It's not like a daily vlog, like let's make my daily boring life look fascinating. He kind of throws it out there when he goes somewhere.
That would be us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He kind of, when he knows he's going on a trip or visiting some shops, he'll bring the camera along, and I always enjoy it. So I appreciate what he's done, not to mention the podcast. We're talking about it all the time, but just wanted to, he's a legend to us.
He's a legend to us because what he and Jared are doing is truly an inspiration. They have kind of, by their podcast, given us permission to do what we want to do, to go for it, to launch our own podcast, to launch our own coffee company, having zero experience, just starting a journey, documenting it, and going for it. And so if Chris, what he's done for us, hopefully we can do a little bit for you as you join us on our experience. And he's a model in how he wants to treat people.
Yeah.
How he wants to treat customers with the simple goal of them leaving happier than they came in.
Than when they showed up.
When they showed up.
I think it's great.
That's at Cat and Cloud in Santa Cruz. And I think there's another one, right? They're opening another.
Very close.
I think it's in Santa Cruz as well. So there's going to be 2 in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, it's a different location. I can't remember offhand.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Northern California.
But I think they have a goal for 3 total and even like a little cart, a little pop-up somewhere.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. I think for me, it's awesome. I really can relate to how they want to take specialty coffee, but yet also connect it with just reality.
Take people with them.
Yeah. And say, okay, we're going to have good service. We're going to try and keep it quick, but we're also going to have awesome coffee.
Yeah. And they are the folks that we got, cage fighting from? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Amongst other things.
Coffee cage fighting.
They're
the ones that we got coffee cage fighting from because they wanted to get James Freeman and James Hoffman in a cage.
You keep bringing this up. I think you have a fascination or a fixation with this mythical fight.
I love it. I love what they've done. I love what they've done.
Oh, that's good stuff.
So, anyhow, coffee legend, Chris Baca.
Check it out.
And we out.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah. Check the links in the show notes if you want to hear more.
Yeah, and be sure to listen to the end to make sure that the King Cup is
that's right. Available. As soon as we're done talking now, you're going to hear my voice again, but it's not me at the same time.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
It sure does. 2 different time Jakes. Two different Jakes. Two time and Jake.
2 time and Jake.
Oh, buddy.
2 time and Jake indeed. Thank you so much for joining us for this The Orange Cactus Coffee podcast. The King Cup is indeed available for purchase in our online store, so go check that out, please. And also you have the show notes at orangecactuscoffee.com/episode 67. That's episode 67. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. Woo. Woo.
Thank you, Detroit.
Thank you, Detroit. We love you. Woo.